The goal of today's video is to teach you guys pretty much how to have the most productive day that you can within the 10 minutes of this video. But in order to have a productive day, I need to place a strong emphasis on what you're going to be doing the night before, because a strong routine in the evening is going to give you a nice routine in the morning, which is going to translate to what you do in the following day. The thing that I'm going to talk about is the parasympathetic nervous system, which is going to control your rest and your digestion within your body. I've practiced this for a long time. I think if you're trying to fall asleep soon, then you probably shouldn't be eating too close to when you're trying to go to bed. So I try to structure my meals so I eat at least 3 hours or 4 hours before I go to bed. So I try to have my last meal at the latest at about 8 o'clock at night. This is going to be a pretty big one. This is one that they talked about, is avoiding stimulation at night when you're trying to go to bed, i.e. your phone. It's very easy at the end of the day. You're trying to unwind, and the first thing you want to do is pull out your phone, go on social media, and check out all the things that you didn't be able to look at during the day because you have such a busy schedule. If you have to do this and you absolutely have to be on your phone, I recommend getting some blue light glasses that everyone recommended, because the blue light that is going to come from your phone is going to suppress the melatonin that's being released within your brain. Obviously, melatonin is something that your body naturally produces, which is going to allow you to begin sleeping. So speaking more of melatonin, another thing that I covered was the circadian clock. So pretty much what your body does naturally produces melatonin at the same, roughly at the same part each day for you to begin falling asleep. But if you don't have a consistent sleep schedule, where some nights you fall asleep at 8, sometimes you fall asleep at 12, sometimes you're at 2, your body's not going to find into a groove of naturally producing that melatonin for when you go to bed. To fix the sleep schedule, 1, maybe try going to sleep 30 minutes earlier or to an hour each night, and then in the mornings getting up 30 minutes to an hour earlier. This is going to just allow you to fix your sleep schedule. And then 2, even if you're someone that's struggling with sleep, try to commit to going to sleep a little bit earlier. And if you wake up the next day still feeling groggy, you're in bed and you don't want to get up, still begin your day, because this is going to allow you to at least start forming the habit of getting up earlier and continuing your day rather than just sitting in bed, sleeping in and whatnot. Those are just the things that I found in my research that could be the most beneficial when setting yourself up for a very productive evening, which is going to propel you to have a very productive morning. If there are things that I've missed, please drop in the comments below. Tell me things that help you, or maybe things that are in your routine that may be able to help me or other people that are watching this video right now. Things that help you in the evening that set you up for success in the following morning. I will catch you guys in the morning. All right, everybody, it is the next day, and hopefully at this point we've had a successful evening routine, which is going to allow us to have an even more so successful morning routine. The first thing that I'm going to talk about for our morning to be successful for the rest of our day is being reactive versus being proactive. So when you wake up, the biggest mistake that you can do is wake up and you're staying in bed, you're on your phone, you're checking your Gmail, your email, Instagram, all the social media apps. And this is what I'm saying is being reactive. You're reacting to everything that's going out on into the world, from what people are posting, what your boss is emailing you, what you have to do to work and stuff like that. Whatever it may be, you're reacting to everything that has nothing to do with you right now in this current moment of when you wake up. Instead, I advise you to be proactive. Do things that are going to benefit you in the morning and also set the tone for the rest of the day. Something that I like to do that I've just started practicing from the research that I've done for today's video, but also that I've been doing for a while. The first thing is going to be waking up and getting some sun in your eyes the moment that you wake up, opening those blinds, getting your day moving. It's a lot of scientific research that shows there's a lot of benefits from neurological and hormonal cascades that are going to be very beneficial to you just from getting that early photons into your eyes early in the morning, as opposed to sitting in the dark, staying on that phone like I was talking about from before. Also, you want to try to avoid sugary foods in the morning, because that's going to slow you down for the rest of the day. So if you wake up, I advise you maybe don't have like cereal and Pop-Tarts and stuff like that, but maybe do something that's going to be more beneficial to you, such as like a super green food that you just saw in a clip before this. Another thing that I've noticed that some people like to practice is intermittent fasting. I used to do this, but I haven't done it recently, but there are very good benefits into this as well. What intermittent fasting is essentially is it is a period of time of not eating when you wake up. There's so many benefits to this, but there's also going to be harmful effects if you do it incorrectly, such as if you don't eat for the time you sleep. Obviously, you're sleeping for about 8 hours, and then you don't eat for another 5 hours when you wake up. You don't want to starve your body. We don't want to put our bodies through that type of harm. But if you do it correctly, like I said, there is going to be significant benefits to it, such as reducing inflammation that relates to heart disease. It aids in weight loss. Talking about weight loss with intermittent fasting, a big thing that I like to focus on was the metabolic switch, and I've kind of hinted towards this on other videos on my page. But the metabolic switch is essentially when your body burns through all of the sugar in your liver, and then after the fact, it's going to start burning the fat in your body to give you fuel for whatever you're doing in the day. I love to start my days with some form of motion, and I always do this fasted. It's what I call fasted cardio. I like to wake up, and before I eat, I take my supplements, and then I go do my cardio and a little bit of weightlifting. Obviously, since I don't have that food in my body is just burning through the fat that I have on me, which is fueling me throughout the workout. This is going to be a humongous plus for you guys that are trying to lose weight. I really advise you to wake up and get some form of motion, sweating. In addition to the benefits of obviously working out in the morning, I also believe a body in motion stays in motion. If you wake up and you begin your day with some form of a sweat or going out and getting some sun, I think this is going to set the tone for the rest of your day because you've already checked off the first thing on your list. You've already got up, you've made your bed, you've done all the things that you had to, you got a good breakfast in, and you also went and got a workout. I think as you progress throughout the day, you're already in that mental of doing things correctly and doing it the right way and doing things that are going to benefit you. Two things that I'm also going to talk about, and this is not really through research, but this is just something that I think is going to benefit you, again, leading it back into your evening routine, but also just coming home to a peaceful place. When you leave your house, don't leave your house a mess. Don't leave your bed undone. Don't leave clothes all over the place, because when you come home from a very busy day, it's hard to transition into an evening routine when you want to relax. If your place is unclean, you have a bunch of stuff going on, you've already had a busy day, don't add more stress for when you get home, and that's going to activate the sympathetic nervous system instead of the parasympathetic nervous system that we talked about with our evening routine. The sympathetic nervous system is going to be with all the stress that we're going to have if we come home throughout the day, and then coming home the house is a mess. No one wants to deal with that. And then again, during your day, be intentional with the things that you want to do. I know it's easy when you leave the house, you think about all the things that you have to complete. You have to go to work, you have to get your kids, you want to work out, you have all these things to do. Complete one thing at a time. Be intentional with all the things that you do, from when you're eating, from how long you're doing an activity. Be intentional, commit to that routine, and you'll just slowly start to form that habit of doing the things every single day that you need to do. But if you can only see all the things that you have to do instead of focus on one thing at a time, everything's going to be a lot harder to do. Something that may help you is writing down some stuff. Earlier in my process, I love to write down my goals of the day and make sure that I was kind of keeping myself accountable throughout the day and make sure I was getting things done. If that could help you, I suggest you guys do the same. If today's video was helpful for you guys, I would really love and appreciate if you guys like and subscribe to the page. Also, I keep all of my supplements and sponsorships in the comments below. I have supplements that I take from the morning, from the daily greens to the liquid fat burners. I also have a meal prep company that I use that helps me really stay on track with my diet and keeps me fit throughout the day. And then also, kind of a big announcement, I am now working with Anaka. It is a clothing brand based out of Houston, Texas, and you guys can go check their page out. And you can use code LEAF to get 10% off on your clothes going to the gym or lifestyle just walking around. I would greatly appreciate it. I hope today's video was a W, and I can't wait to see you guys next week.